Hey Silver Buffs, what's going on? I wanted to show you another stash pickup we got today that really cool. So there's a lot of forms of different silver out there. This is what is called junk silver. It's 90% silver. So 1964 and prior, your quarters, your dimes, your half dollars, your larger dollars, they were all made with 90% of its coinage was silver. And then in 1965 forward, that changed to basically a plug and junkier metals, what have you, that aren't worth a whole lot compared to a nearly pure silver coin. So there is a whole movement to collect this junk silver, 90% silver, because it's got some great value and trade value. It's very liquid out there. In fact, some states, I'm in Utah today, and I picked this up here in Utah. This is actually used in trade. It was made legal a year or two ago, I believe, to trade via the silver, the old silver coins, for its silver value. For example, this is a stack of quarters. You would not take this and spend it like a 25-cent piece, like a regular quarter from today, okay? That's worth 25 cents, I guess. Maybe a penny of silver in there, if that, or other metals. But this one, 64 and prior, this particular one happens to be a, what is that, a 50, see if I can get it to focus. Maybe if I go like this. It's really cool, and you can spot these. So that's like what a 1950s era. What is that? 58. That value is going to be quite a bit more than just the 25 cents. In fact, in today's market, I think it closed around $16.50 roughly per ounce. And so the conversion for pure melt value today is about $12. So what that means is, for every 4 quarters is $1, is worth about $12 in melt value. Okay, here are some 50-cent pieces. Look at this old one from the 1940s. Walking Liberty half dollar. See if I can get it to focus on that. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Check out the back. And then of course we have the Ben Franklins, and those go back into the 50s and 60s. This is a 62 and a 63. All right, and again, 90% of it's silver, so there's real silver value here. So these two combined is $1 in face value and about $12 in melt value, if that makes sense. Okay, here's some dimes, and these actually look the same as today's dimes, only the date is going to be 1964 or older. I'm not sure if that's going to focus on that. I think that is a 64 dime. And here's a tube of them. So you can see the silver color. I don't have any against to compare against. And that's one way you can find these in rolls of quarters and dimes, is that the edging is all solid silver looking. Versus, if I were to take, say, 2 quarters, I don't know if this will show up on the video real well, but you can see there's a little bit of bronze looking and silver on top, silver color anyway. Okay, versus pure edge of silver. Okay, and that's one way to quickly tell the year of these coins. So a roll of dimes, for example, is it's $5 face value. Today's mark, you can multiply it by 12, and that's about what that is worth. So right there, $60 worth of silver in one tube. And I picked up these not glass, but plastic tubes, just so I can store these things really nice and preserve them. Picked them up at Hobby Lobby for a couple of bucks for 4 or 5 of these things. And I love hearing my silver clang and chang. Listen to that. Anyway, hope that was useful and informative. So be looking for this kind of coinage in your spare change. If you have jars or containers of old coins that, before you hit the machine that takes them back in and spits out a little ticket, you go to the cashier and get that paper money. look through them and see if there's anything pre-64, so including 1964 and older, in the quarters, half dollars, and dimes. Okay, nickels don't count unless it's a buffalo nickel. Then that's has some collectible value. But these are the three I keep an eye out for. And every once in a while, I'll get it in some change, loose change at the 7-Eleven or, you know, somewhere, a grocery. I use my debit card probably most of the time. But when I use that real money, I'll get back some, and we just start collecting it. All right. So, hey, if you liked the video, if it was helpful, informative, I appreciate a thumbs up. Maybe share it. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. We're going to talk a lot about silver over the next while, because we've got some really cool things we're working on in that arena. And so be the first to sort of hear about it through this channel. All right. Over and out. Thanks for watching.